Welcome to today's video where I take on the tough topic no one else will talk about. Pokemon Go! Yes, it's Wednesday, which means it's time for WAINGAFAT Wednesday, which loyal viewers know is an acronym that stands for What Am I Not Giving a Fuck About Today? And today, I'm not giving a fuck about the moral panic stories that are obviously going to come out about Pokemon Go, because everyone's playing it, so everyone's talking about it. Now, these stories have already basically started with a few stories about, oh no, people are so absorbed in the game, they'll just walk out into traffic, or, oh, they're being lured by robbers, or whatnot. And it's just a matter of time till somebody tries to blame murder on Pokemon Go. And look, yes, people might walk into things without paying attention. People do that now. Look, people might get lured into a situation where they could be robbed, assaulted, or murdered. That happens to people now. It's not the game that's at fault. Although, seriously, use some judgment when you're playing it. Because around the corner from me is a park that is full of Poke Stations. And I was out with Mrs. Angry. We do this. We go out, we get health walks. I'm literally 300% more active than I was a week ago, according to the old watch tracker. And we were going past the park quite late at night, and right in the middle, in the darkest part of the park, there was a lure, which if you go towards it, you're supposed to get more Pokemon. And I was like, yeah, like after 10 o'clock at night, in the dark, and weirdly, out of all the ones that are on the perimeter of the park, someone's put a lure right in the middle. You know what? I'm not going there. And honestly, there's a lot of scope for people to do stupid things, but that's because people are stupid. It's not because the game Pokemon Go is inherently bad or inherently flawed. Humans are inherently flawed. Humans are inherently stupid. But what I really want to push is you are going to see these stories. They'll circulate online, they'll circulate in traditional media, and a significant number of them won't be true. They will be complete fabrications. You know why? Because the media don't fucking care. They don't check. They print bullshit all the time. They broadcast stories that have no foundation whatsoever because they can't be bothered to check. People pitch a story to them, or they see it referenced somewhere and they go, ooh, that'll get people, that'll get attention, that'll get eyeballs, that'll get clicks, and that's all they fucking care about. And it pisses me off, quite frankly. I should be used to it. But it's just going, now, the obvious ones, the web-only sites, don't believe anything they print. But even actual traditional mainstream media do this all the time. And let's see, because I do these videos where I talk about quirky stories, so I have my eye out for these things. And I've been caught a couple of times spreading a story that wasn't true. But the two times that spring to mind for me, the story was not in one obscure place. It was printed in mainstream media publications. It was put in multiple sites. So stupid me thought it was real and ran with it, and it turns out not. But also, because I've been doing this for 10 years and I pay possibly closer attention to these types of stories than most people, I see the same fucking bullshit story be circulated more than once. Like, it'll come up, and I was like, that wasn't true 2 years ago when you ran it. Why are you running the exact same story? And I don't mean similar stories. I mean the same. There's one about you, Gordon Ramsay, midget dwarf porn double eaten by badgers. That's been run multiple times. It wasn't true the first time. There's a story about someone who collected spiders being eaten by their own spiders and found a year later all sucked dry by spiders. Not true. And it gets circulated every year or two. So yeah, Pokemon Go. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's doing it. And so everyone's going to tell bullshit about it. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. When you see stories about, oh, Pokemon Go made something terrible happen, there's a reasonable chance it's not true. And look, if you're one of the very small number of people who aren't into it and are getting all antsy about, why is everyone talking about it? Because it's fun, okay? And look, if it's not your thing, I get it. I'm like that with things people like sometimes too. Usually sport I don't get why people give a shit about sport. But you know what? Let people go. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. That doesn't make you special or clever or unique. It just means it's a thing that you're not into. There are things that I'm not into, and I like to say that the people who are into them are stupid. So, you know, if that's the way you have fun, you have fun. Me, personally, I find this a bizarre amount of fun, and it's something you can actually do with other people. So, yes, while something dumb and stupid is bound to happen to someone playing this game, it's not the fault of the game. It's the fault of the fact people are basically inherently stupid. And if you're the type who's just going to believe whatever's broadcast by media, whatever's on the internet, on TV, in newspapers, you know, you're gonna have a bad time.